This guy acted like a child after being scolded, and he didn't seem fazed at all. I remember a few years back stuck on the M6 North near Preston. Every lane was completely stopped, yet people started treating the motorway like a campsite, walking their dogs, letting kids run around, even sneaking into the bushes for a wee. Then came the emergency services racing down the hard shoulder, nearly hitting two people who had stepped out. This isn't a park, it's the scene of a fatal crash. Stay in your vehicles and act your age. What's worse, many think those workers in orange vests are police. They're not. They have no authority over you. Their job is simply to control traffic and clear the road. Orange lights, not blue. I have the same on my recovery truck. But here's the irony. Step out to make a cup of tea in a traffic jam and you'll get shouted at. Yet wear an orange t-shirt, call it a protest, and you can sit right in the middle of the road. No one dares move you. This car was moving far too fast, and the driver completely lost control of the speed. In just a split second, it slammed straight into the back of a truck. The violent impact crushed the front end of the vehicle, leaving it heavily damaged. This is a clear reminder of how dangerous reckless driving can be. Highways are not a place to test your limits. Always maintain a safe distance, stay alert, and stay in control, because one careless moment could cost you your life. I don't know how he drives, or he looks through the camera to drive and gently kisses the car behind. I'm so surprised at his driving skills. The car lost control and crashed into the guardrail. Hope he's okay. On a busy highway, a truck suddenly suffers a tire blowout. The loud explosion echoes as the massive vehicle sways violently from side to side, looking as if it could tip over at any moment. This is an extremely dangerous situation. Just one wrong move from the driver could lead to disaster. Tire blowouts at high speed are always a serious risk, reminding us all to regularly check our tires, maintain safe speed, and stay fully focused behind the wheel. A car suddenly races up from behind, accelerating hard to overtake. But at such high speed, the driver loses control in an instant. The vehicle slams straight into the guardrail, sending up a massive cloud of dust that blankets the road and blinds nearby drivers. This is a stark reminder of the dangers of reckless speeding. It doesn't just put the driver at risk, but everyone sharing the road. At a busy intersection, two cars entered the junction at the same time and collided violently. The crash was so severe that the front end of one vehicle was completely destroyed, with debris scattered across the road. Fortunately, the passengers inside were unharmed, and there were no serious injuries. But the question remains, who was in the right and who was in the wrong. At intersections, just a moment of distraction, a reckless attempt to beat the light, or failing to yield, can lead to devastating consequences. This incident is a clear reminder of why it's crucial to obey traffic signals, slow down when approaching a junction, and always give way according to the rules. Every crash carries a lesson. Cars can be repaired, but lives cannot be replaced. Driving safely means protecting not only yourself, but everyone sharing the road. Tell me you know nothing about wide loads. Without telling me. This driver is straddling 2 lanes. And guess what? He's perfectly legal. That's exactly what we do because it's safer for us and for the public. Staying only in 1 lane leaves almost no reaction time if there's an obstruction on the hard shoulder. By taking 2 lanes, the driver avoids swerving dangerously while cars sit beside him, confused about why those orange lights keep flashing. Anyone who thinks this is wrong is welcome to spend a day in the cab and see what these truckers deal with every single day. If you think a massive wide load is supposed to squeeze into 1 single lane, then you're the problem, not him. And as for size, maybe stop letting your wife tell you 6 inches is enough. In Europe, and especially in the United Kingdom, road safety is treated with the highest priority under a strict legal framework. Drivers must always respect speed limits, from 30 miles per hour in built-up areas to a maximum of 70 miles per hour on motorways. Seat belts are mandatory for both drivers and passengers, regardless of where they sit in the vehicle. One of the most important rules is the right-of-way at roundabouts. Vehicles already inside the roundabout always have priority. At the same time, the use of mobile phones while driving is strictly prohibited. Even simply holding the device to check a message is an offense. Across Europe, these laws are not only strict, but also firmly enforced. Speed cameras, surveillance systems, and active patrols ensure that violations rarely go unpunished. All of this is aimed at one common goal: reducing accidents and keeping every road user safe.